We're going to talk to Clair Scott as well. She's the president of the Rotorua Mountain Bike Club and is tackling the Whaka 100 for the first time. When she started a journey, uphill was known as a dirty word, and sport nutrition meant beer and chips following a ride. And that wasn't too long ago. So we're going to catch up with Clair about her progress towards the Whaka. Clair has been maybe questioning her life choices in the lead up, maybe putting her name on the start list. Beer and chips was the sport nutrition best option following a ride. Clair, how are you getting on? When did you enter the race, and how are you feeling about it at the moment?
Well, I'm finding it very hard to talk after seeing Rion and John speak. They're pretty positive and quite inspiring, and I was just sitting there going, oh my God. So I actually signed up for the Whaka, I think the day the entries went live. I had a friend competing in the Whaka, a couple of friends competed in the Whaka last year, and I went along and helped crew, I suppose, and be a bit of support. And as I was rubbing muscle cramp on my friend and forcing a banana into him, obviously feeding wise, this is where I was like, oh, I think I could, I think I want to give this a go. This would be a great opportunity to bring some visibility to the Rotorua Mountain Bike Club by, documenting what would be a total shit show. So, it's been a fascinating journey so far, Richard, as you know, and I've learned a lot. And yeah, I don't even know what to say after. I've written a whole lot of notes that from John and from Rion. I really loved John's, you don't need to be motivated. You just need to be determined. And I was like, that's fantastic.
Yes, yeah. It is good. So out of 10, your chances of finishing, where are you at on the scale?
5.
5. Okay, right, we've got a 50-50 shot at this. That's good.
Yeah.
I sent some questions before the show to you just to have a bit of we'll go through some of these things. One of my questions was, how long have you been doing this endurance sport bit for? Tell us about that.
I haven't been doing this endurance sport, this endurance gig. I'm not built for endurance or speed or anything like that. Like, I'm a social butterfly. I am there to ride my bike, preferably on a trail that I can talk up or down. And as long as I finish with a beer and a cinnamon scroll, then I'm stoked with the situation. So mate, I'm not there for endurance.
Yes. So why the Whaka? So to inspire others, there must have been a bit more. Was there any more to that story?
It was more that was going to be the race that was going to be the most out of my comfort zone. And I just really wanted to bring some visibility to the Rotorua Mountain Bike Club. At the time of the Whaka last year, ACC had just cut our funding for the first response unit, and people didn't understand what the Rotorua Mountain Bike Club did. So I was like, you know what? Maybe me attempting this could not only bring visibility to the club, but it could also bring visibility to Rotorua mountain biking and the services we have available here. So that's what got me into it. Yeah.
Brilliant. What do you enjoy most about riding a bike, Clair?
I love being in the forest. Yeah, I love being in the forest. I've never been into sport, Richard. Like, I can read real fast, right? So I've always been a bookworm, but I've never been into sport or anything. And mountain biking was the one thing that I could do. It didn't require anything magical out of me. I could take a bus up the hill and ride down. It was a real social sport, and and that's what I love about it. It didn't seem like a sport. It wasn't a sport. It isn't a sport.
100%. Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? And that's what John said a number of times. Actually, why are we doing this? We do it because we enjoy riding a bike. And the only reason that I ride uphill is so I can ride downhill, because that's the fun bit.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. And the uphill thing for me is it's getting better. And what I need to remember, like, for instance, before all of this, I think the longest ride I'd ever done is 20K. And just the other weekend I did 45 kilometers, and I was fine. Like, it wasn't a big deal, and I was fine. And I need to keep reminding myself, like, 6 months ago, if I said, Claire, you're going to do a 45K ride, I would have laughed. And now I'm just like, oh, okay, 45K. Yeah, that's all good. And so I need to remind myself that, hey, Claire, your mindset's changing, and that's a good thing. Yeah, you must be getting fitter.
Yes. What wins have you had? What other wins have you had over the last month or so?
I suppose what would be my biggest one would just be my mindset, really, Richard. Right. So just letting myself believe that I can complete things. And like John said, a lot of it, your mind will give up before your body will, and my mind always gave up before my body did. So, and I let it as well. And so I suppose my biggest win is, just training that.
Yeah, cool. And that's what training is about as much as the physical. It's actually the mental. That's awesome, isn't it? To actually acknowledge that. And you've got to remember that when you're deep and you don't want to be there anymore. It's like, actually, can I just get to there? And you just shorten up that goal, do a little bit at a time, and then you get through those dark periods. And then, hey, you might be at the top of the hill or chatting to someone else, and away you go. And you go from that. What's going to be the biggest challenge for you as you line up for the Whaka 100?
Well, I've got my friend Kim McVicker doing it with me, and she talks the entire time. So she was behind me the other day. We were going up this massive hill, and she's asking me questions. And I said, Kim, I can't breathe and talk at the same time. And then she's yelling suggestions at me, like, just try zigzagging up that hill, see if it's easier. And it wasn't, by the way. But no, I think it's just when I line up, it will be. I'm not going to try and let other people's expectations of me get in my head and just race my own race. I think that's my biggest thing. And though I'm doing it with friends who are amazing, they've all completed coast to coast, like they're incredible athletes. I don't know why on earth I decided to do it with them, but I think I just need to race my own race and not stress out too much.
Kim McVicker's just put a comment up here about how rude.
How rude, yeah. She's amazing, but honestly, her ability to talk up hills is supernatural for sure.
That's awesome. Over the last few months when we've been working together, what's one or two key learnings that you've taken away from what we've done?
Consistency. So, and Richard, believe it or not, I feel like I've been way more consistent now than ever before. So, but yeah, my key learning would just be like, just don't what am I trying to say, Richard? Like, don't feel too bad if you have that day off. Like, if your body's telling you to stop, then just stop, and that's okay. And then just pick up the next day. It's okay. You're not going to destroy all your hard work for having 1 or 2 days off.
Yeah, good. And that's what defines us, isn't it? It's about how we get started again. How do we, when it's all gone to custard and I've been sick or injured or whatever, it's actually just getting started. Let's go again and ignore the fact that this has happened. So that's awesome. And as president of the Rotorua Mountain Bike Club, what's your favorite track in the forest?
Oh, mine's Box of Birds, because I live at the bottom of it. So I know once I finish, I'm going to be home. But no, I really love playing in the natives. So up the top, even though I hate the climb, Tihio Tower is beautiful up there. And then the Tokarangi face is gorgeous. So yeah, Box of Birds, love it.
Awesome.
Claire, what's going to be your biggest challenge, do you think? Like
finishing, Angus. I'm all there for the participation. I keep saying to myself, you know what? What's the worst thing that could happen? And the worst thing that could happen is I don't finish. And Tim does this race every year, right? I keep asking myself why I didn't sign up for the Whaka 50. I just don't quite know what went wrong there. But yeah. So just getting myself to the finish line.
And even when you say that as well, like your goal is to get to the finish line, but if you don't get the finish line, you're still going to say that I've put it all out there and I've tried my absolute best. So you've got to be proud of that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So I went ahead and created an Instagram page to keep myself accountable, because obviously past Claire knew that future Claire would have dropped out if she didn't have anyone holding her accountable. So yeah, I created a what the fucker Instagram page, and it's been good. Like, and I've got so many people that have reached out to me like, you've inspired me to enter. And I love it because they're like, well, if she can do it, and I love that. Yeah, I really, really love that.
So good. Yeah, brilliant. No, absolutely, and love your work, and love what you're doing, and love your how you're challenging yourself to have a crack and see what happens, and that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
We'll see. We will.
Will we be checking on Claire's progress in August, Richard?
We certainly will. Yes, just to let you know. Oh, I haven't told Claire they're going to come up and see you while you're riding in the forest undercover, but yeah, we'll come up and check out to see how you're getting on, Claire.
Okay. Well, August is my birthday month, so yeah.
Oh, just so
Hey, I'm always up for a celebration. I'm known to like a beer or two, so I couldn't think of a better month to come. Right?
Wonderful.
Right.
Yeah, let's
did you know
carb
what?
load, Angus.
It's actually World Lamington Day today as well. So I've got that. That's been sitting here, looking very lonely that I'm going to tuck into shortly as well. So
nice.
I'll be well prepared come August.
Nice.
Any of you custard square bakers out there, you can cut him from the list now. He's traded on you. He's turned on you, and
I've never said that I'm only a solely custard square man. I'm always happy with the many different desserts. Don't worry about that.
Beautiful. Clair, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for sharing your story with not only us, but all our viewers and everybody out there. Love the enthusiasm. Love to be a part of the journey and encourage us all. We all need it. You need it. I need it. Richard needs it. Reon, I'm not sure about him. He's full of it. But again, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to everybody out there. And we'll see you in August.
Well done.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.